Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you guys the 5 things I do on a daily basis that just helps me make money and just something you should do every day so that you don't miss out on anything. The first thing, of course, and this isn't actually part of the numbers, is to check your mail, because you'll always be getting gifts and stuff. I'm not really going to worry about that at the moment, but so we'll move on to number 1, which is always check the beaches. That's the first thing I usually do, is run around, check all the beaches, because most likely you're going to find a lot of shells that you can sell and usually make a few thousand bells. And also, you'll usually find every day one message in a bottle that'll be somewhere on your island on the beach. So you definitely want to make sure every time you log in and play that you're checking your beach and finding this, because it usually contains a DIY recipe. So you can see it's a little letter talking about something with flowers by Pashmina. And so it is an iron garden chair recipe, which I already know, so that's unfortunate. But you definitely want to do that every day, and like I said, pick up all these shells along the way, because they're something you can sell and make a good amount of cash every day, even if it only takes a few minutes. So even if you only want to log in and play for a couple minutes, that's the first thing I would do every day. So the next thing would be to walk around your island and look for holes in the ground. So what these holes are typically going to give you are fossils, and fossils are another really good thing to do in the game. You can fill up your museum, or if you don't want to do that and you just want to make money, you can sell them at Nook's Cranny for actually a lot of money. The fossils are worth a lot, so usually a few thousand a piece. So if you can even if you can get 5 or 6 a day and sell them all, that's worth a lot. I prefer to put them in the museum first, but that's just me. So also, another thing you can do while you're looking around for holes to dig is look for these little gold spots. So every day you're going to have a spot on the ground that's gold like this, and when you dig it up, you'll find that you get some money. And it's usually 1,000 bells. I think it might always be 1,000 bells. I don't think it ever changes. But so that's a free 1,000 bells that you can get every day. But something that a lot of people don't know is that instead of just taking that 1,000 bells, you can actually bury it back in the hole. You have to bury it in the same hole, and it plants a tree. Now, when this tree grows, it's going to create a bell tree. So basically, see how these trees have 3 apples on them, right? And when you shake them, or when you hit them, if I could actually shake the tree, which I could if I wasn't a dumb person, the apples fall. So basically, instead of these apples, there will be bags of bells. And so instead of just getting 1,000 bells, you can actually get a lot more money by planting that tree and letting it grow to maturity. So yeah, the next thing, speaking of trees, the next thing I do every day is walk around and shake all of my fruit trees. You want to make sure you do this every time the fruit are ripe, because it takes another 3 days for them to grow. So even if you just log in for a few minutes, go around, get all your fruit, and sell it or plant more trees or do something with it, so that in 3 more days it can grow again, and you aren't just letting that fruit go to waste and sit there for several days. So the next thing I do is check all of the rocks. So I have a rock right here. So you want to go to each rock and hit it, and as you can see, money comes out of this one. So every day, only one rock will have money come out of it like this. And as you can see, it's a lot right here. It's 4,000 bells. So that's crazy. 2,000 right here. So, and I actually made a mistake. What I should have done is picked up these weeds first, because if there are any weeds or trees or flowers or anything around these spots right here, money or rocks or whatever you're getting won't come out. So typically when you hit the rocks, like stone and iron nuggets, which everybody needs, because everybody seems to be always trying to get iron nuggets. those will usually come out of the rocks, but like I said, every day one rock will have money come out of it instead. So like I said, even if you just want to log in for a few minutes and play, go around, hit those rocks, get that money, and yeah, the next thing the very last thing I do is go and talk to all my villagers. So Plucky's just chilling here, watching the river. And Plucky's my favorite villager so far that I have. And anyway, so just go and talk to all your villagers. Before I even made this video, I was walking around and Sterling, one of my other villagers, had a little exclamation point above his head, which means that they want to talk to you about something, and came and talked to me and gave me an item. So you always want to talk to your villagers every day, because they will she's talking about Ben, one of my friends. She wants to be called his name. So anyway, so you want to talk to them every day, because they will sometimes give you DIY recipes, sometimes they'll give you items. Now, it's not all the time, and sometimes you might talk to them earlier in the day and then talk to them later and they'll give you something. But always go and check on them every day, even if you're just logging in for like 10 minutes or so. Go and talk to them. As you can see, all of this that I did didn't even take me that long, and I'm talking and just doing nothing also during the video. So none of this takes a lot of time, but in the long run, if you're doing it every day, you can make a lot of money and get that house paid off quick, so that you can upgrade to a mansion and owe even more money. Anyway, so I just wanted to make that quick video to give you guys the 5 things that I like to do every day, my little checklist. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment talking about maybe some things I might have missed. Of course, there's plenty more things you can do every day to make money. But these are just like 5 quick things that I like to do that I think you could do just by logging in for a few minutes a day. Yeah, and if you want to follow me on my Animal Crossing journey, definitely subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.